Okay, welcome back. As you can see, we are doing our boss now. All that's happened is we've moved down here and started to take our boss. We're taking this perfectly quickly. I threw out an owl in this direction because, look, it spots out this path here, spots out this bush if they're coming this way. And obviously we'll be able to see them if they're coming this way with the creep wave. I could have positioned it a little bit better by doing it more south or even done it along this line. Because that meant it would have scouted out this path, and a good chunk of this path as well. But last, send out an owl and I just start moving out to go and soak lanes to maintain our experience advantage. I know our team has got that, and we see that they are middle. We pass through the Kel'Thas and we're like, great, we've got our boss, nice and easy. Go back to soaking lanes. Everybody's got ultimates now. Our opponents are having to defend against boss, and I will say that we did a little bit of a bad thing here. We went and took our hard camp. We potentially should have had somebody like the Azmodan taking that straight away whilst we were doing the boss to maximise efficiency and time. But we take the hard camp, which means mid's going to push in quite well. From this position, we go up here, take the siege camp. I'm pretty sure our Bright Ring bribed that, and then we just go round up here and take their hard camp. After taking their hard camp, we'll just move round and take this fourth, extending our experience lead even further. The tribute is spawning, that's fine. They've just had to defend against boss, which means they'll now be moving for tribute. But look, we've got a hard camp. It's pushing in the lane hugely. If they get the tribute, it's not a big issue because we've got such a push advantage here. But as it stands, again, our Azmodan, look at him, he's just sat there. I get caught out a little bit here, but now I've got sprint. I'm able to get out of that situation. And look, boom, this positioning. Our Azmodan is here. He is just constantly trying to channel the tribute, and he's sat there providing long range support with his Globes of Annihilation. We've got me and the Brightwing here, just blocking them off, as well as the Azmodan ultimate. And then look, we've got our that's a cool arrow. We've got our Muradin coming in here. That's my stun coming in. That's cool. Just there. Yeah, we've got the we've got the Muradin coming in here, and he is about to try and split off this Malfurion. He can jump over the Tychus and stun the Muradin, or he can just go straight on the Tychus and try and body block the Malfurion. Out. And that's basically a classic pincer movement. Their support is in the front lines, where he doesn't want to be. The Anubarak really should turn around straight away and burrow charge here. If he doesn't, then he's basically condemning his support to death. In the meantime, we've got Siege Giants. Illusion's just going to be happy split pushing here. It's the first tribute of this new kind of curse thing. Neither of us have any tributes, so it doesn't matter if we lose it, but we have an experience advantage. And yeah, there we go. The Anubarak turned around and goes for the stun, and this actually looks quite bad for us because we're effectively 3v5. Look, I drop an ultimate which will hopefully zone and split them out. The Malfurion is getting very low, and he would likely die, but he has pop tranquility, and the rest of us are just going to have to back out. There's also pretty good zoning Phoenix, and then what has happened is the Brightwing and I have backed off because we cannot be in this sort of area. We've got this big death laser, and we've got the Phoenix over here, which isn't great. The Azmodan has finished channeling the tribute, which is great. We now have that tribute, and the Muradin is right in the middle, just popped Avatar, ready to take all the punishment. So what happens? Muradin just walks out because he has so much health. The Brightwing certainly helps as well with the healing. The Azmodan, he goes a bit aggressive, gets caught out, potentially will die here. I got very low, so I had to just back out and die, and escape, sorry. And then look, our split push Illidan, he came in for the top, and boom! Look at this. It's now a 3v4, but look how low health their Malfurion is. He's going to be very, very cautious. The Kel'Thas is so low mana. And we're just going to start healing up and doing everything that we need to. The Anubarak actually is the one to die first, and look, we're now all 5. We healed up, tapped the wells, whatever, and came in. Boom. All 5 of us back here, ready to do battle again. I mean, there's very little chance of us getting punished for this, since they're so low and they even split up to run away. So what happens is now our team just decides, okay, we're in a great position, they have 2 dead, we're just going to push this a little bit, put some pressure on them. I'm going to take the tribute, Illidan's going to take the Siege Giants, and we still have an experience advantage. These Siege Giants will put us up to 16 probably, couple out with a tribute and just passive experience. And look, top lane is pushed in because of Illidan. Bottom lane is pushed in because they defended the boss and then had to leave, but our creep wave was still pretty advantageous there. Mid lane is pushed in because that's where all of the action was happening. We then basically barrel down here and push that in. Look how much of this minimap we own. If it's like this line here is where is safe for our opponents to come out. I mean, even here isn't safe. It's kind of more like this line. This nice curve that you see made by their walls to their base, that is their safe zone. That is where they can freely move without engaging in a bad fight. They're now lower levels, significantly lower level than us. We're about to get talent advantage, which means that the only fights they can take are defensive fights. So what are we going to do? We're just going to sit back, wait for the next tribute, get the tribute, have obviously the curse, and then they don't get the advantage of being defenders. They then have to sit back by their core if they want that advantage, which means we can take keep after keep after keep super easily. So let's go through. We're just pushing a little bit, putting some pressure on. We see that they're coming here. But okay, fine. We know the tribute's coming. Just back off. In fact, there's only 2 heroes here. Why don't we do a bit of damage then? We might be able to get a kill or at least scare them off. But no, we back off. We leave the siege giants here. We're like, okay, the tribute's going to come. See that basically the whole team's here, and let's just go. Now that the tribute's spawning, our team kind of like bails away from this, and I quite potentially should stay here and just drop a stun on the wave and then come up, since I'm not super needed early on in engagements. But look, this is it again. Azmodan, he is sat here. This is his. He is not going to leave here. He'll die, or he'll get the tribute, and that'll be that. Illidan is moving around, a little bit risky, but obviously he's an Illidan. He is quite survivable. Our Brightwing will be able to blink over and whatever. I'm sat here with the Azmodan, basically protecting this area with him, and I'm Muradin, boom, right in the front line. They can't go down this way very easily without getting picked off. The Tychuses can't, because obviously one of them's Abatha. And these guys are going to have to come up here. The Anubarak and the Kael'thas are going to have to come up here. Look at that, they've got a big Muradin body. Obviously there are Malfurions coming in to support them, but that'll be... The Tychus is split off a little bit, and that's quite unfortunate for him. So what we see here, it's a Brightwing Blink kit. We have a fantastic Phoenix placement by the Kael'thas. And look, their Anubarak has jumped in. Perfect. He's isolated our tank. Their entire team's here, ready to attack our tank. Similarly, we've got 3 here attacking their Anubarak, and the others just about to come in here. Draken Laser put down in a decent position. And basically, the fight just goes out like any fight. But I'd love to mention the position of the Muradin. As I have said, all game long, he was fantastic. I mean, look at him right now. He is going, Kael'thas, you're mine. Assassins and stuff distracted by their tank, that's fine. I'm going to be on the front line, distract your assassins and your healer. Boom, he's even probably going to kill the Kael'thas. And even if he doesn't, the Kael'thas is not doing any damage to our team. Meanwhile, Illidan versus Tychuses, they pick up the real Tychus, even with the Draken Laser there, because our Brightwing's able to jump around and do whatever. And then we'll probably lose our Illidan here, which is quite a shame. And then look, the Muradin's still, he's just here, he's stopping the Kael'thas doing any damage. The damage they have on their team right now is a Anubarak. This Draken Laser can't reach us as soon as the Brightwing gets here. The Abatha Tychus is about to run out of time, and so won't get any more done. Muradin chasing the Kael'thas away, he can't do anything. Yes, Anubarak does some decent damage, but look, we just kill him because there's me, the Azmodan, and the Brightwing there. I start channeling the tribute, we get the curse, and that's it, we just chase, and boom, our Muradin has had such good positioning all game. He is absolutely splitting their team up, causing all of their heroes to back off, all of their damage dealers, their Kael'thas and their Tychus to back off, and even their Malfurion, which leaves their Anubarak really, really isolated. And obviously, Abatha can only do so much to help his team in those sorts of situations, especially when we're swapping from target to target because of who's isolated and whatnot. So we can't just symbiote on one target the whole fight. So we get the curse. What happens? We take a keep. We take another keep because this top lane pushed in, and then I almost get killed, but I'm able to sprint away. part of the reason I took sprint this game. Same with the Asmodan, who's getting harassed a lot. He's able to get out with the Brightwing's help and with my help. And look, they have no defender's advantage. What we should really be doing as a team is just moving down here and taking this keep. Third keep gone. That is a fantastic curse for us, and look what we do. We took the keep, and now we're backing off. The Illidan, who died, is doing something useful, taking a siege camp. We back off as soon as we took that last keep. We knew that it was difficult for them to actually kill us, and if we overextended, yes, we could get caught out, but we didn't. We took the keeps, took what we could, used the curse to its best ability, and never engaged the core whatsoever. It's like, great, okay, they've not taken any of our forts. They have lost all 3 keeps, so they've got catapults moving in on all 3 lanes now. They're going to have to defend. They should really head straight for their boss, because we're doing that. Because from this position here, they can actually wrap around, take this choke point, and split us up. They could drive a wedge right through here. Probably single out and kill off the Brightwing, since we won't have any vision if they just come up here into this brush. But as it goes, they don't even take the initiative to check that we're doing the boss, even though the smartest thing for us to do is to take their boss or our boss. They take the hard camp, we take their boss. Nothing they can do about it. We check where they are. I actually throw an owl out to see if they're at our boss just before we spot the Anubarak. Yeah, the Anubarak was there. He's getting a little bit damaged. We're taking a lot of damage ourselves from a lot of the stuff, and the Illidan even gets blown up. This is great for our position. We took their boss, bad for them. They're going to have to defend against it, but they're taking a really good fight here. Their ultimates are up, and they're just popping them, and boom, we lose everybody. Basically, everybody who was part of that fight. We lost the Illidan straight away. We'll probably lose the Muradin. I'm going to try and help him out as much as I can. But look, the Asmodan is here. He's just going to go take a siege camp. The fight is lost. There's nothing he can do to help. So he's going to take a siege camp. I'm able to get out. I used my ultimate to try and slow him down. Wasn't able to save our Muradin. It's a bit of a shame now my ultimate is on cooldown, but it should be up by the time we take another big fight. Straight back to 0-0. They've had to go defend against our boss on the core. Great, we'll take our hard camp, which will give time for our allies to come alive, and then we'll go take our boss. Our opponent, really at this point, should leave Abatha here to defend and move straight this way to our boss. That way, leave the Abatha to defend because he'll be able to push out the waves and stuff and stop their core from dying. In fact, even this wave is pushing out anyway. And that way they can defend against our boss. If they'd done that straight away, it would have just been me and Asmodan there, and potentially Brightwing, and we would have had to back off. There was too many of them there, we would have had to do it, and they would have contested our boss and stopped us. Yes, then the rest of us would have come alive, but we wouldn't have been able to, and we probably would have backed off a little bit, maybe even lost one or two of us, and then they could even take our boss from that advantage. But look, we take our boss. We went for their boss. We lost a fight here. Doesn't matter. We're going to pick up a hard camp, so they have to defend against it mid, and then we're going to take our boss. We're taking our boss whilst they're defending against their boss and our hard camp. And then we're like, okay, great, the tribute's spawning. Doesn't matter. They have to defend against our boss, which means we can take this absolutely freely. In fact, we didn't even need the Illidan to go there. Like, great. We've got a boss pushing in. Let's go. And, yeah, let's go and push with this. They're going to have to defend against the boss. The boss is going to soak a lot of damage for us. So let's see what damage we can do to the core. We're not, I would like to repeat, we are not committing. This, right here, we're not going all out on the core. We're not just zerging and going, okay, all damage on the core. If we did, we could potentially win right now. But we don't want to throw that. We don't want to give them the advantage. We have taken all of their forts and keeps, and yet they're only about 2 levels behind us. If they're taking all forts and keeps, they have an experience lead. We've got this advantage, and we're going to keep it. So, and that experience comeback was mostly due to this fight after losing it with 2 heroes. So yeah, we're going to have a fight here. Ultimates are spent. And look, right here. Look at this Muradin. He's insane. I'm actually going to zoom in on him. Look how crazy he is. He is underneath their core, which looks really cool, in the middle of their team. They're like, oh god, there is one person isolated on the team. Let's go on him. But he's the tank. He has so much health. Look at him, 7.7k health. There is no way they're going to be able to kill him quickly. Which means all the damage they do to him is effectively wasted damage unless they kill him. If they kill him, then we basically need to back off. Unless they're all really low from focusing him and having to kill him. Look, their Abathur Tychus is focusing on the Muradin. Their real Tychus is focusing on the Muradin. Kael'thas running away from the Muradin. Anub'arak. This is the best move that he's done in a short while. He's moving in. He's trying to disrupt our team. There. Now we have to go in against their Anub'arak. Now we can focus that. But look, our Muradin, he just jumps out. He's done his job. He's taken a huge amount of damage. And now our Illidan, who is pretty tanky himself, is able to be on the front line a little bit. I'm actually going to zoom back out here. This is a little bit bad. We're getting low. We've done what we can to the core, so we just need to back off. We don't want to push this. We can't. It's still 5v5, so let's just get out and cut our losses. A little bit scared the Azmodan's going to die. He does. The Muradin's not able to save him, but he moved straight there, very aggressively, trying to take the focus off the Azmodan. Wasn't successful, but we just back out. Mount up. I go straight for tribute. Gonna channel that, gonna take that. That'll put us on 2 out of 3 again. Meanwhile, Illidan just backs off and moves, and the Brightwing with the movement speed, the Muradin with the Dwarf Toss, able to get out super easily. I'm just going to select that so this goes away. I can't remember how to get rid of that. Look, we did a lot of damage to the core, but we didn't push it, we didn't overextend. We lost 1. We lost our Azmodan. Look at the kills, 12 for 12. We don't have a huge experience advantage. This game is actually pretty close. I mean, this is something I want to point out again. I know I said it much earlier on in the game, but look at the hero damage. Brightwing just above their support, fine. I am top hero damage on our team with 28k. The next closest person is their Abathur, who is 6,000 damage ahead of me. Oh, okay, so let's look at their actual damage dealers. Their Anub'arak, their Tychus and their Kael'thas. Okay, so the difference in damage between our top damage dealer, me, and their top damage dealer, their Kael'thas. Look at how much just going to play this right now. That is 23,000 damage. That is as much damage as our Muradin has done. It is absolutely bonkers how much damage they have on top of us. And yet, the kills are even. We've had so much sustain. All of that damage is onto the Muradin. So much of that damage onto the Muradin because he's been up in their face. He's been doing what he needs to, soaking the damage, and then getting out when he needs to. His position has been absolutely exemplary all game, and I cannot overstate that enough. How much he's in their face as soon as he starts to get low. Dwarf tosses himself back out. Boom. He's no longer... it's then our Illidan, our Azmodan, and myself and Brightwing who are going to take the damage. They're not too sure who to go on. This was a pretty good thing. They're coming here. We can see that they're coming here. So our Muradin, boom, he's right up in the front, stopping them. Just channel the tribute and take that. In fact, I think I take all but 1 or 2 of the tributes this game for our 3 curses. And look, we're like, okay, great. We got the curse. We stopped them getting the tribute. We should probably push with this. So what do we do? However, it's not ideal to push with a curse if they've only got their core. They've got no. The core will still attack. The only benefit is the fact that they're dead. So we're going to push in with our waves. They're going to have to clean this out. We're going to do a little bit more damage to it if we can. But look, boom! All their ultimates come out, defending against this, and they take a fantastic fight here. Look at their positioning. We've got our Muradin. He's not blocking the Brightwing or the Azmodan or me. I'm having to use my sprint to get out. I'm going to be out of the fight because the Tychuses are now following me. They're Anub'arak. Look at his position, right in our face. The Malfurion, he's a little bit out to the side, so he's not going to take the focus. Same with their Kael'thas, same with their Tychuses. They've basically got a good surrounding of us, and we're going to have to back up because of their positioning. So what's our Muradin do? He stays back. Look at him. He's stuttering. He turns around. He throws out some stuns. He does damage. I throw down my ultimate to slow them down, and look, he took effectively all 2/3 of his health bar as damage, and they just dwarf tosses out. That's a safe engage. They put so much damage into him, and he just gets out of there. They can't chase because we've got a slow happening from my ultimate, and then we just back out. We're going to probably pick up the Abathur Tychus here. It doesn't really matter if we do or don't. And look at that. We disengage, and we're practically all full health again. We're like, okay, so the lanes are still pushed in. Let's go take their boss. It's relatively risk-free because all of their ultimates are down. And basically all of ours are down now as well. Obviously we've still got Blink Heal, and Island didn't use Metamorphosis, which is a really, really big advantage for us at this point. So we're just going to go take their boss. Take the boss, absolutely fine, nothing wrong with that. And we're like, okay, well, after we've taken their boss, we can come down here because our boss has probably spawned. But the better option is a push. Last time we had a boss and we pushed with it, we got their core down to 48%. So now that we're at high level, we've got our level 20 talents and all of that good stuff, we can push with this boss and hopefully win and empty the game. Now this segment has gone on for a little bit longer than the first one. I didn't think it would go on for quite this long. But yeah, effectively, this spells the end for our opponents. Ultimates come out, we take some damage. Illidan able to just about back off with aid from the Bright Ring. Some heals go down. But look, we're just kind of stalling out, getting them to use their ultimates. The boss comes in, and they have to focus the boss, otherwise it's going to do a lot of damage to their core. Meanwhile, we're here doing a lot of damage to their core as well. And that's it. That was game. And you can see, with 13 to 12 kills, the kills were practically equal. I'm going to quickly show you the talents here. Yada 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 yada. Just pause it if you need to. Took Crit Rise. And Gust of Healing. I'll just try and show the ones that have the same icon. But yeah, those are the talents that we took. It worked out very, very well for us. And look, just want to emphasise again, their hero damage. Their Kael'thas right now, he's almost 40,000 hero damage ahead of me, and I'm top on our team. Yes, he's top on their team, but he's almost 40,000 hero damage above me. How crazy is that? Yet the kills are almost equal. We actually have one extra kill. The experience almost equal. But that didn't matter because we just performed everything perfectly. We executed what our plan and what we were doing very well. We had our Asmodan's positioning with those tributes. He just sat there the entire time that the tribute was up. That area was his, especially with this one as well. Those areas were his. He was either going to die or take the tribute. In the end, I did end up taking a lot of the tributes myself, but that's just because we were able to zone them out and unmerge them right up in their face, causing their damage dealers and their Malfurion to back off, which means we could kill their Anubarak or ignore him and just bully their team a little bit away and have one person channel the tribute. And that's what happened a lot, and that's how we got all the curses. We then pushed effectively with those curses towards the end of the curses to go and take the boss, because they're still having to defend against the push across the map. Hard for them to then come and contest the boss without losing too much. Boom, got a boss, they have to defend that, take another boss, and we just kind of steamroll and execute effectively perfectly from that point on. So thanks for watching. I've been Axel of Felhouse Gaming. I hope this has been informative. And until next time, guys.